Hey, what's up? How's it going? Okay, so I'm filming this. It's the 21st of April, 2020. So this is my report for March. So obviously I'm 21 days behind, and the reason it's been so behind is obviously the world's gone nuts. The world has shut down. We're in the middle of lockdown. The gym's closed, and I spent the last 3 weeks stressing out. I mean, it's probably 4 weeks now actually, because I think the lockdown started on March 20th. So I've been mega stressed, like unsure what to do. On one hand, I've thought, should I just, hold it out and wait? And on the other hand, I was thinking, should I still work, grind it out? What should I do next? So, it's been a tough couple of weeks, but I'm clear on what I need to be doing, which I'm going to be sharing with you today as well, finally. So let's dive into it. So this is a big video, probably one of the biggest ones I've done, the biggest one I've done on this channel actually. And essentially this month I actually made even more. Well, off the top, I made more than broke another record. So this month I made £11,932.06, which was due to be there, but obviously the lockdown happened, and the inevitable refunds were requested. So in that total, that's a record, but I had to give back about 700, which brings me down just below, which is about 11,200, which is, I think it's a little bit less than I did on the last in February. So, but still, I mean, I wasn't expecting that. Like, literally, I haven't checked the figures at all. I've literally just been stressing, but I've actually checked the figures, and yeah. And the crazy thing is, I mean, and on that note, actually, I'm really grateful for my clients, actually, because, I was expecting, because I signed up so many clients in February and March, I was thinking, everyone's going to want their money back. This is going to be crazy. But everyone's been really patient, and everyone's just excited for when the gym opens. So thank you. If any clients are watching this, I'm very grateful for you for being patient with me. And I'm excited to get things going back up again when the gym reopens. So yeah. So all in all, so far in 12 weeks, into my bank account, I've collected £29,894.82 in 12 weeks, which actually has put me on a run rate. So if I was to continue the same progress, I would have made £119,576 by the end of the year. Now, obviously, the summer challenges. I mean, obviously this year's still going to continue, so I'm still going to be updating you every month. But just the fact that technically, obviously this virus has messed everything up. But I feel like I finally unlocked the key. I finally figured out what needs to be done. Because if you see any of my other videos, my whole thing was, how could I be like that trainer that I came across, the guy apparently in PureGym Holborn that was making over 100 grand in the gym. And it's been a real struggle, but I feel like I've finally cracked the code to get there. And the main things, let me just check if this is recording. Yeah, still recording. So yeah, the main secret was just going crazy. I think I've probably detailed what's changed in a couple of other videos, but the main thing was just like being obsessed with hitting the targets and getting new clients on board. And the number one thing that made the huge difference was open up my whole calendar, open up the whole schedule. So basically I allowed clients to book sessions from 6 a.m. through to, I think it was 8:30 or 8 a.m. Oh, sorry, 6 a.m. through to 8 p.m. And additionally, I was going a little bit over that to accommodate the 60-minute kind of assessments, and occasional, if I need to really squeeze someone in. But basically, I was dedicating my life to the gym. I was leaving home to go to the gym 5:30 in the morning, and I wasn't coming back till 8:39. And I'd be showering in the gym, I'd take all my stuff there, I'd eat in the gym, and I wouldn't come home. And I mean, it's not going to be a strategy for everyone. I mean, if you've got a wife and kids and family, I mean, maybe grind out. I mean, you could do this. It depends on your situation, how much you want the money. But as a single person, or if you've got a girlfriend and you're young, grind it out. And then in terms of what you can do with the money, I mean, I've invested that money back into coaching to see what I can do next. Because I feel like investing in yourself is the best investment you can make, right? Versus going on a holiday or splashing on this or clothes or designers or cars. Investing in yourself needs to be number one. As we all know, we're obviously trainers. We're encouraging our clients to invest in themselves all the time, aren't we? So yeah, this month I took on board, so for March I took on board 10 new clients. and my closing rate went down to 47%. So I think the last month was about 80%. It went down to 47 for obvious reasons, and it was really hard to sell people in the middle of March because obviously, you know, the virus already had hit from probably the end of February. So, you know, but I still signed up a couple of people in that week before the gym closed. So I was really happy about that. And yeah, so since the year started, I've actually got on board 38 new clients, and I actually had an average of this year 71% of clients who sat across from me signed up, which is remarkable. I mean, I've had times where it's been as low as 20%, and I've really now nailed it down into, you know, handling. I even handle objections before they come up. So I even say things where, you know, I tell a personal story or personal experience, and that, you know, that already answers people's questions, because I believe a lot of objections are subconscious. Like, people aren't even thinking, you know, why this might not work for them or why they can't do it. So if you can kind of tap into that by answering what they're going to say anyway, you know, essentially, you know, you create an argument so strong, logically and emotionally, that there's no way they can't say no. And if they do say no, it's absolutely ridiculous. Like, what? You know? And just having that approach and that fire and that hunger, you know, this year, because, you know, and being all in, that's all it was really, because up until this point, I've never really, like, even getting into personal training in the first place, it wasn't my dream job, because, you know, I got into it in the fitness industry from age 26. So really and truly, I mean, I've been training since I was 18, and I know it took me, you know, 8 years to make it a career. Like, that's, you know, so obviously that wasn't it hasn't been my dream goal. And I've always been looking at what else can I do, and it's only when I really dived in and went all into that, went balls deep, as you could say, the non-politically correct way to say it, is when things really started working. It's when it stopped feeling like a chore. I mean, you might feel like, oh, I'm working all these hours, because I was doing Saturdays as well for a few hours, like between 9 and 2. And you might feel like, oh, you know, I can't do that, I'm going to get burnt out. Now, you're only going to be burnt out if you're not, you know, getting the results, and you're not doing the right things, you're not making the sales. That's how you're going to get burnt out quick. And if your eye is somewhere else, that's how you're going to get burnt out quick. But if you're hungry and you're like, this is your purpose, you know, you're going to be energized every day. Like, waking up every day, I was waking up buzzing, energized. And half of it was to share with you guys what's possible. That's actually mad. Like, you guys, like, you actually motivated me to put, like, this extra grind in. Because, you know, believe it or not, I'm actually not that money motivated. I feel with just sharing experiences, and I feel like I will get the best pleasure from, like, whenever you leave a comment. I've said it in other videos. Whenever you leave a comment, leave me an email that, you know, you this has helped you. You've done this. It's the biggest buzz. And even with my clients as well, helping my clients that have got results, you know, is a much bigger buzz than actually making a sale. Believe it or not, because at the end of the day, digits are digits. But, you know, if you actually help someone and change their life, and, you know, and you've got someone from A to B because of you, maybe it's a bit of an ego thing. It's a weird one. I mean, when you hit milestones, financial milestones, it just feels good anyway, but that's very temporary. Like, I mean, I'm surrounding myself with certain groups of people who are doing crazy numbers. And this is outside of the gym. This is completely separate. But, you know, once you get somewhere, I mean, I remember even hitting 5,000 was a huge thing for me. So, you know, hitting 11,000 on consecutive months. I mean, even look at how I position the book. I say, you know, in the description, if you want to make at least 5,000. So, you know, I thought that was a big deal. So anyway, I'm probably rambling on. But yeah, so basically I want to share with you some new news. I feel like, you know, it'd be a crime against humanity and my purpose for me to hold this information for myself, you know, because I know what it's like to struggle, especially in this, like, to be sick of it and just hate it. Like, literally, like, you can hate this, you know, this can be tough if you don't know what you're doing. You can hate this job. And I've seen so much turnover, even in my gym, the amount of PTs that have left, unbelievable, crazy turnover. And it can be hard. So, you know, I feel like it's a crime for me not to share this information. So I've literally created a Facebook group. I'm going to put the link in the description. I'm calling it the six-figure PT Mastermind group / support group. For anyone who has ambitions to, if you want to get to 6 figures, great. If you just want to make more money, even better. So it's a private group. And this is about, you know, this group is for people who want to make money in their gym. It's not about being an online trainer and making 7 figures, which is a noble cause. Trust me, if you want to go for that, go for that. Me, I feel like, I personally, it just doesn't drive me. Like, the whole social media game for fitness. I can't stand it. I don't know why. Maybe because of, just look at all the Gymshark guys and abs and Simeon Panda and like just trying to compete with that. I know you don't have to do it. You can have your own niche, but it just doesn't drive me. I feel like helping people like me in my position to really, get where they need to be financially and get success in something that I've done. Obviously I've done fitness and I can help people online with fitness, but I mean, we'll see. Never say never. It's another string to your bow. But this group is for people who just want to get that money in their gym. They like training people one-to-one. They like the interaction, and it's something that they feel comfortable doing. And I want to help people in that position. And that's like a kind of group coaching I want to do. And also I want to be taking on mentoring, like any PTs, new PTs, or people that want help, who want my direct help to just follow my exact system. Because trust me, I've got a whole system. If you download the book in the description, you will see an outline. But there's so much more to that. I've got scripts, I've got recordings, I've got everything in terms of what's worked for me. Complete processes down to, scientific formulas, everything. Essentially, my coaching is going to enable you to cut out the fluff, cut out the trial and error. Does this work? Does that work? And this is out of a PureGym, guys. PureGym, people go to PureGym who are on a budget, because if they didn't have the budget, they'd go to Virgin, or they go to Third Space, or they go to David Lloyd, or one of these other gyms where they have to pay £100, £200 a month membership. PureGym, it's like people go there because they are on a finance. They might not be poor, but they feel like their money's not best spent in the gym because maybe they're saving up for something or whatever. And for me to show you it's possible to, again, I mean, I need to get out the figures again. I think I forgot. Like, how much is that? 29,894 in 12 weeks. And even in the, obviously I've made loads of mistakes in my. I've been in the fitness industry just over 3 years, and I haven't even been a personal trainer full time for 3 years, because I didn't start full time until August 2017. And in that time, I've made over 200,000, which is on average just under 70,000 a year. And half of the first year I was on minimum wage as well. So imagine if I was, full-time PTing from the start with no clients. I'm starting from no clients, no videos, no experience, from security. I was a security guard, making £10 an hour. Went into fitness, made £6 an hour. About PureGym paying minimum wage, living in London. So if I can do it. And the thing is, you might say, PureGym, Canary Wharf, lots of rich people, blah, 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 bankers. Most of the guys who are making the big bank are going to the big gyms. They're going to the Third Spaces where they're charging £300 a month, they're paying £300 a month. They're going to Virgin. I mean, there's probably about 12 gyms in the small area of Canary Wharf, and PureGym is the cheapest. And trust me, Canary Wharf, East London, Poplar, Isle of Dogs is a traditionally poor area. They've just thrown a whole bunch of money in the financial district. So the people that are coming to that gym are generally quite poor. And that money's been made. So if you're in another part of the country, I mean, believe it or not, even if you're out of town, if out of London, there's a lot of people that commute into London and places where there's a lot of money and go back out. So you might be in a gym where was mainly local residents who are making loads of money and they're coming to your gym. And maybe you're in areas where it's only a PureGym that's there. There isn't tons of other gyms at competition. So, and you just have to work hard and get lucky. I'm telling you, like I've managed to get lucky in that gym, from footballers' wives to CEOs of multi-million-dollar companies. I mean, it's not every day, trust me, that's not the average, but when you grind hard enough and you're hungry and you're there, you create your own luck. Anyway, I can ramble on. Some of you might be thinking I'm chatting shit, bullshitting, lying, but just check my old videos, man. It's not the first time I've made over 8,000 a month. And if you need to see bank statements, I'll share bank statements. If you check my book below, the description on how to the low cost gym PT business success guides, I've got some screenshots there. But yeah, I mean, the thing is, the data's there, And that's one thing I'm happy about, is that, you know, whatever happens, I've got this skill. Even if I was, you know, touch wood, something really bad was to happen and I have to lose all my memory, you know, this system, I'm recording it down for the course I'm going to share with you if you want it. So I can just, you know, read up again. Because once you learn a skill, you know, for as long as the gym will be there, which the gym has been there for how many years, you know, this is going to still be a possibility. Even with all the online options and this and that, people still need the one-on-one attention, one-on-one help. So, you know, this is, I mean, skills. I mean, for me to make less money, obviously the economy is going to be a challenge after this virus. Let me just see if we're still recording. Yeah, it's still recording. So obviously the economy is going to be a challenge after this virus. So if anything, it's a time now where your skills need to be as sharp as ever, because people aren't going to tolerate anything other than the complete certainty that you know what you're doing. You're the person for them, because people's money is going to be a lot more tight now. People are going to lose jobs. People have already lost loads of jobs. So this is the time now more than ever for you to be on the ball and sharp, because people will still need to lose weight. Like, that's one of the offers. Like, you know, there's 3 main offers. People, like, you can either help people make money, help people lose weight, help people have more sex and relationships and get partners and stuff. So people still need to lose weight. So you're in a great industry right now. You just have to be on it and sharp. Like, one of the reasons I got to these figures is, I mean, and technically what I've figured as well is that when I sell more and I'm more hungry, my retention goes down a lot. So on average, I think I do about 89% of my clients I retain on a month-to-month basis. But when I'm hungry and I'm going at it, the number dips a little bit. And that's because I'm signing people up who generally, like, even though I persuade them to the point where they know what they need to do, and for some reason, you know, either it's a mental thing of self-sabotage where they just, you know, they can't see things through, or it's a case of, you know, money was really tight for them in the first place, and for me to even get them over the line was a huge thing. But if someone leaves within a month or 2 months, you know, essentially they've got the knowledge for life. You know, if someone stays with me for 6 months, a year, awesome. But I think someone only needs 4 weeks of me for me to download the information onto their brain. So, but yeah, I'm digressing and I'm going off track. But yeah, I'm really happy that, you know, I've got a skill now and I've narrowed it down. I mean, times will change, this and that, but I feel like, you know, personal training is going to be here for a long time. And, you know, you need to learn this because, you know, I mean, this might not be an end goal. I know this is something I don't want to be doing in 10 years. But being able to facilitate the funds and generate funds as and when I need it is just a superpower, really and truly. Like, whether I want to get into investing, or I want to do this or that, you know, and legally, like, you know, I know some of you might be watching this, you know, might be making money other ways. Maybe you're making money in a job and you hate it. This is fun. I mean, what better job is there than personal training? I mean, sometimes it can be a nightmare if you're not making sales and you're worried about money. But if you're actually making money and you're helping people and you're in the gym hanging out, all your friends are there, it's like you're facilitating adult playtime, essentially. Like, you're chilling out, you know, at a desk. And to make, I mean, yeah, some people don't even make that money in a whole year, let alone 12 weeks, 29, 894. I keep saying it. I'm not trying to brag. I'm just trying to show you what's possible out of a PureGym. The gym group, I'm sure it's the same. You know, 100% money to me. I'm not splitting it. I mean, obviously, if I talk about the yearly run rate, 119,576, and I take away 12 grand of obviously rent, that's still over 100 grand, and no money into marketing. This is zero money into marketing. Oh my goodness. Like, no Facebook ads, no Google ads, no YouTube ads. Pure profit. Crazy. But if I can do it, I mean, I'm average. I'm super average. I'm just an average guy. I mean, I'm 29, and even 3 years ago I was making minimum wage. 26, grown man, just moved out. I moved out of my mum's and dad's house at 20. I was still 26, I think. Was I 26? 26, 25. I was 25. I'm super average, guys. So if I can do it, you guys are going to be smarter than me, have more training experience, and my first gym job ever. Some of you I'm sure, have been in the gym for a long time. And if you're starting and you're just doing your qualifications, you need to get on this right now, even before you qualify. Just get on this right now. And to be honest, I mean, on average, but I've invested a lot of money in coaching. And obviously the coaching, like I've invested money in property course coaching, internet marketing, public speaking. And where they haven't really helped me directly in terms of this, I feel I've taken little nuggets from here, and created my own system to where I can make these numbers. And instead of you having to pay, 30, 40,000 in coaching yourself, I'm here to help you. Anyway, stay safe. I'm feeling quite excited. I think some gyms are opening up in America, in Georgia. They've opened up. Around Europe, I think there's talks of gyms opening up. And our gyms will be opened back up soon. I'm sure there'll be some social distancing in place for the meantime. But, whoever's in the gym, I mean, this is going to be a great time for us. People over this lockdown have been doing nothing, eating lots, comfort eating, emotional eating. And people are just going to be desperate also to just get back into normal life, into normality of just of things they're used to doing, just enjoying their liberty, enjoying their freedom. And the gym is, it's a big part of people's lives. I'm sure a lot of people will be missing the gym right now. And, once your skills are sharp, even though, it's going to be economically challenging, there's going to be a lot of people who aren't going to be able to afford your services potentially. But for the people that are, you just have to be hungry and on it. Like, as soon as the gym's open, I'm going back to my full routine. I'm going to be up at 5, in the gym by 6, and I'm going to be there to 9 p.m. And if you're on it, let's do it together, man. Let's do it together, guys. Jump in on my Facebook group. I'm going to be sharing wins, advice. I want to learn from you as well. Let's do this. Let's join the mastermind group. I'm going to leave a link. It's a hidden group. So if you've got this link, there's a couple questions I want to ask. So I want you to join the gym if you're a personal trainer and I want to know what gym you're in as well. Because I don't want, and this is for people that want to make money in the gym. This is not if you want to be an online coaching. Because there's other groups for that. There's tons of services for that and people selling that. And for me, not for me. So I want to build a tribe and a community where we're all winning. We're making this money and we're sharing it and changing lives and changing the lives of our families as well. Yeah, man. It's been a blessing. All right. Yeah. Let me know your feedback. Leave some comments. Link, join the Facebook group if you can. And download my free book, The Low Cost Gym PT Business Success Guide. Link in the description. And I'll catch you in the next one.